Hello, hello, hello. This is super exciting. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So hello to Dan, hello to Magic, hello to Ryan, hello to Joseph, hello to Ariana and Corey. Hi you guys. I am so happy to see you guys all here. Oh, is it echoing? Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. That should fix it. So is that good? Did that work? Awesome. All right. Well, let's jump in. This is my favorite game of all time, you guys. This is Star Ocean, the second story. I have been playing this for years and years and years, and it's kind of a hidden gem of the PlayStation 1. I'm doing good, Magic. Thank you. How are you guys doing? Tell me, how is your guys' 3-day weekend for most of us? Maybe 2-day for some of us? Oh, I see a Chadley. Hello, Chadley. All right, well, let's jump in. So we are totally going to do with the vibration, and I always like playing as Rena. She is my personal favorite. So for those of you who don't know about this game, you can play this as either Claude over on the left or Rena over on the right. Depending on who you choose will kind of dictate how your gameplay will go. It's basically two stories that interconnect, and they are the same story, but you have a different perspective. Ooh, what are you gonna have for lunch, Corey? Please say it's something really yummy. Corey is not wrong. I said that this was my favorite game, and then he was like, hey, this is an excellent game, and we became friends ever since. He was one of the very first people I met in the community because of it. Good morning, Alice. I hope you're doing well. What? Seriously? 10 likes already? Oh my god, you guys, this is amazing. I did not expect so much support right off the bat. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. All right, so let's jump in. Yes, you told me. So the beginning is very chat heavy. I am going to just kind of play through it pretty quick as well as I can. Otherwise, if we read through the story, it's probably going to take us a good solid hour just to read it all. But if you have questions along the way, throw it out there. I know this game better than I know myself some days, so. Jalapeno cheddar sausages into hot dogs? Dude, I'm coming over. Make me some too, please. Exactly, Dan. So off the bat, we're going to throw my PlayStation controller on the ground and hope it still works. So out of curiosity, how many of you guys have actually played this game? Is this kind of a new thing for a lot of you, or have you guys seen it before? So before we get too far into it, I want to fix something on my end. It'll make it easier for me to see what you guys are doing as well as what I'm doing. Oh, that's right, Chadley, you didn't own one. So I personally prefer Rena. I like her story a lot better. I feel that she was a little bit more relatable and her innocence is super adorable. Okay, so there we go. So now we should be good. Okay, let's move on. I feel like I should play Claude more. I haven't played him in a long time. So my sister and I would both play this a lot, and she would always play as Claude, and I would always play as Rena. So one thing that it starts you off with is it has this thing called Equipment Wizard. I turn it off. I hate it. Basically, it's just something that'll automatically equip weapons and gear for you. Never been a fan. Like I can equip my own stuff, thanks. So Corey, funny that you mentioned that. So there was just an announcement yesterday that the first one for the SNES, the remake of it, is getting a Nintendo Switch and PS4 re-release for the United States. So I'm hoping we'll see the same thing for Star Ocean 2 since they both had re-releases for PSP. Oops. That's true. He is kind of an easier one to start off with. And I think that's probably why they put him as the first one, because most people are likely to select the first character. He's going to be an easier one to start with, especially because he has more strength. So when you first do your first battles, he's easier to get around with than she is, because, you know, she's more of a, for those who don't know, more of like a cleric class. So she's more into her healing and things of that sort.
This is bad.
So this battle we get to just watch. If we were playing as Claude, we would actually get to fight it, but we get to be the damsel in distress right now and watch our little hero take care of everything for us.
Unexpectedly weak.
It's so true, Dan. So I always keep her in my party, and I usually fight as her. I think she's super strong if you power her up right. Whereas a lot of people use her as just like a primary healer, but she can really knock out some damage and get around quick if you use her correctly. So Dan, you were playing number 3, right? Which one do you prefer? Do you like this one better than the third, or do you maybe like 4 or 5 better? Like, what's your favorite in the series? Because I know you've played some of these. Exactly, Ryan. This game is actually a 2-disc game for the PlayStation. And I find that once we get into the second disc, that's when she really starts to show off her true potential. Yes, I agree. And you know, I like 5, but I did not like 4. I thought that one was kind of babyish, I guess I could say. But 3 definitely is really good. It stands on its own. I think the story was really interesting. It took some turns I wasn't expecting, I guess you would say. Yeah, C5 was good. I really liked how they did the battle system. Um, it was really interesting how you would have all your characters in the party and you would just run up to an enemy and they would just start fighting. Like, it was great. It made more sense rather than having people kind of walk out of your body and all of a sudden you're fighting. Like, they were actually running around, which was really cool. I would like to see more of that in other games, maybe other series too. But it was definitely a good installment, but it wasn't the best one for sure. See, I never got that far. I got to the trials and then I called it good on number 5. I think the only one I have 100%ed would be this one. I've done all the trials and stuff for it a long time ago. And it's tough, for sure. Some of those later bosses really get you. So how are all you guys? Anything new happening in your lives? Anything exciting? I feel like it's been forever since I've talked to a couple of you. Nice, you 100%ed till the end time. That one was hard. I got stuck for a while, like a long while, because of the MP system. So when I was in those trials and those like glowing orbs would suck up your MP and kill you, oh my gosh, I got so frustrated with it. I finally did get past it, but by the time I did, I was so exhausted with the game. Oh, I guess I don't have to talk to these guys yet. That's later. So this series was back when Square and Enix didn't combine yet. I know there's like a whole Valkyrie system or Valkyrie series that Enix came out with. Did any of you guys ever play those? Like I have never touched them and I'm curious how they are compared to these games. Yeah, could you imagine us trying to read all this right now? There's a lot of talking. I wasn't kidding. I did consider skipping a lot of this, but I was like, you know, it's not really a playthrough if we don't start from the start. And that way, if you guys actually have questions about it, we can go over it, but still. It's very, very text heavy opening. Ariana, how are things in your life? I miss you, girly. Oh, for real, Dan. Like, that was a lifesaver. I had the PSP versions, but I never really touched them, and then my PSP crapped out. Do you know if they ended up adding like a skipped cutscene for these ones in the PSP version? Hello, Fox! Yeah, they re-released Star Ocean 1 and Star Ocean 2. It's First Departure and Second Evolution. First Departure is getting another re-release on Switch and PS4, as I was mentioning earlier. Second Evolution hasn't had any announcements yet, but hopefully we'll see something. I think I'm going the right way. No, I'm not. I need to talk to these people, okay? I was doing the right thing the first time. You're driving in New York. What are you doing over there? And hopefully you're driving safely and not risking your life to be here live. Okay, I should just use the analog stick. That will get me around so much easier. So for this game, you can use the analog stick or the D-pad. I'm trying to figure out which one works better for me. Because, you know, PS1 controllers weren't exactly the best built. Niagara Falls, really nice. You know, I've actually never been there. I've never left the West Coast. I need to travel more. Um, but yeah, please take pictures. I want to see pictures. With siblings and mom, very nice. Little family road trip never hurt anybody, unless you don't get along with your family, then it does. So are you staying on the American side then, or are you going into Canada at all? I think this girl is so funny. She's so nosy. She's like, hey, where's your boyfriend? And you're like, I just met this dude in the woods. He's not exactly your boyfriend. I know, she really is. And that was a unique thing about this game is just the people that you meet. The game kind of naturally wants you to have love interests in certain characters, but you don't necessarily have to do so. Um, the interactions you have, so there's private actions and stuff that you can interact with other characters. You can use items to increase affection, which you can't see your affection level, but you can tell by some of the actions they do in battle and stuff. The more passionate they are about someone, the more likely they're upset to get, or more likely to get upset if somebody dies in battle. And you'll see some of that later down the road. So in the end, you can kind of ship whoever you want if you really want them to have love interests with the other characters. Be safe, Box. Have a great time with the family. Exactly, Dan. I was really bummed. That one was the one that got released only in Japan only, like you said, but hopefully with the first one getting the re-release here, hopefully the second one will follow suit. So basically right here, your mama prepared a meal for this dude who saved your life. A little overboard, but gotta admit, it looks pretty freaking good. I want some of that. Whatever that cake is, like on the bottom, that pink one, looks delicious. But I just noticed for the first time ever that she already took a slice out of it. I never noticed that before. Mom got hungry. A light Italian snack. 1 hour later. Sounds good, Corey. Enjoy the game. Let me know how Final Fantasy XII is. I've never played that one myself, and I've been kind of curious. So let me know how it is on the Switch. Oh my gosh, your third copy? That's like my Final Fantasy X right there. Yeah, let me see. I had it for the PlayStation 2 when it originally came out. I got it for the PS4, and then I got it for the Switch. So I'm up to 3, so you're ahead of me by 1. Now, Ocarina of Time, though, I've bought that one way more times than I would like to admit to. Oh, wait, so you don't even have it for Switch yet? Oh my goodness, boy. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, anytime Ocarina of Time comes out, it's a guaranteed purchase for me. PS2, PS3, PS4, and Vita. Oh, it came out on Vita? I didn't even realize that. That's true. I mean, anytime this game comes out, I rebuy it. I've bought the physical copy twice now, I think, because my sister scratched the original one we had. And then I got it for the PSP and never played it because I was upset at the changes. I was like, don't change my game. So this is the mayor, Mayor Regis. Makes me think of Regis Philbin, or Philman, or whatever his name is. Because just like that guy, he talks too much. So basically in this beginning, that Claude guy who saved us in the start, he came in at an interesting time. Basically what we're finding out during all this is that this world that he has come to, he's not from. And he's come at an interesting time where things have been happening here and they mistake him for like a god. He's basically what they call the Warrior of Light. What's happening right now is the mom had slipped and told him, "Oh, hey, you're our Warrior of Light." And he's like, "Sorry, what?" And so now she's panicking, and now we have to tell him the story of the Warrior of Light, basically their religion. So that's kind of what's going on right now. So I'm thinking for lunch today, BLTs. I think those sound phenomenal. What do you guys think? BLTs or something different? Oh, yikes. Was it a pretty nasty storm, Dan? Or was it like just like a regular thunderstorm? Right? Like a toasted BLT. Like something like that just sounds really good. It's kind of like overcast today, and so I'm like maybe some like BLT and like tomato soup. Could do grilled cheese, but that doesn't sound as good. They're all nasty. So, like, what is a Kansas storm? Please enlighten me. Like, storm for me is a storm. Hello, Bobby. How are you? I know it's a shock. So, a little background behind this, you guys, because I know a lot of people are really surprised because I said I was never going to do this. What I found out to myself is that I get really into watching everybody live stream. I love watching you guys. Because of that, though, I stopped playing games myself. So, I decided that maybe I should try live streaming. That way I can still interact with everybody like I want to, but actually play a game, actually use the things I have bought. So that's why we are here. So I'm just enjoying some time playing games that I've missed or want to play in the future and hanging out with you guys, my friends, because I love you all and I want to be able to still be around with you all. Quite possibly, Bobby. Quite possibly. Yikes. Yeah, no wonder. I would not want to be in that weather. I can see why people in Kansas fear those. When we're like storm here, it just means high wind and a lot of rain. Aw, Queen Ariana. Girl, I am so happy you're here. Lots of button pressing. Spam, spam, spam. So now my character is pissed off because they basically told her, you're wrong. And she's like, no, he is the warrior of light. Don't tell me what to do. And left. That's basically how that went down. Was Connecticut a lot more mild? I like how your mother just is like, today's a beautiful day. Why don't you go take a walk? Like, she's like acting like I didn't have like a hissy fit last night. Okay, so we're about to get into some action. Finally, kind of. Okay. Make sure I have everything equipped. Yeah, we're good. I will say this is probably one of my favorite songs in the game. It's just super relaxing. I could fall asleep to this. Always on her monthly. Oh, well, Kansas sounds like a peach. Seriously though, you guys, thank you so much for coming out and support. Like, I did not expect you guys to all be here, and it's really made this an awesome experience so far. You guys are awesome. Much love to you all. So what we just found out for this girl is that she was adopted and founded right here in the woods. So she doesn't know who her parents are, where she comes from, any of that. So that's kind of like her big plot line in the story. She wants to know who she is. Oh my gosh, you guys, making me blush. Seriously, this music, like, oh, the vibes, so good. I would love to hear somebody make a remix of this song, like a really pretty trance one. I haven't heard any yet, and I would love to see if someone can like really make it their own. It has potential. Exactly. So there's some stranger danger over there. Save. All right, let's get into it now. What game do you guys think has like the best soundtrack of all time? Yes, of all time. Metal Gear Solid. Interesting. I could see that. That's so true, Dan. Like the Sonic games have phenomenal music, but 90% of their games are crap. Sonic will remember that. Are you doing some Sonic EXE shit on me here, Bobby? You know, I'm actually not really familiar with Devil May Cry. I'm gonna have to look into some of the music now just to find out. But I know people really love those games, so I can only imagine it would have great music to go alongside it. Tailstall just wants a hug, Ryan. Don't hate on Tailstall. That may be true. And your soul. So this guy just basically kidnapped me and locked me in a bedroom. Nice friend, huh? He was supposed to be a friend of yours. Didn't really turn out that way. And then I love this. So this chest has Portrait B. If we go into our items and preview what Portrait B is, it's a picture of you. This guy is like legit creeping on you. He has pictures of you hidden in chests. I sense you were correct in this. I don't think his intentions were pure of heart. Oh, come on, game. I guess I do have to talk to everybody. Be wary. Maybe Bobby has pictures of you hidden in a chest, Ariana. You might want to question him about this later. Am I missing a room? Yeah, I was missing this person. Hey, you never know. Okay, what am I missing? Like, I know where I'm trying to go, but it's not working out the way I want it to. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I need to try to go out the front door. There we go. I mean, Devontae's a beautiful man. I can't fault you for wanting to have pictures of him in the chest. Okay, we're about to see some sorcery here. His piano skills are amazing. Like, Devontae is a very talented guy. Like, holy. Oh my gosh, Ryan. You can't escape. Alright. Let's save, and then let's actually go do some battles. Doesn't that sound exciting? We can actually do something. Got rose hips and blackberries. So blackberries are used for your magic, blueberries are for your health, and something called an aqua berry is for your, like, an antidote. I don't know why berries are so special on this planet, but they are.
Better be careful.
So what I plan to do is, once I get past all of this opening stuff, create an extra save file so that I never have to do this again if I want to replay this. Because really, there's going to be no different outcome.
Piece of cake.
So the nice thing with this is you have full control, so you can run around and go wherever you want, and hopefully not die. Let's go. Do I have heal yet? I do.
Heal.
Dude, he's a jerk.
Heal.
There we go. GG.
It's over. Yes.
I don't think anything's down there.
Careful.
Yay, more of these guys. I mean, at least there's a lot of them, so it's good XP. That was a lot easier than the first time, that's for sure.
Piece of cake. Yes.
So we can't go left yet. There's a thing we can't fight.
Heads up. Ha. Hey. Hey. Piece of cake.
I mean, at this point, I'm not really grinding. I'm just running around getting all the chests. I usually grind after all of this and really buff myself up, which I won't make you guys all endure because it's a lot of resetting the game because of a lot of death. Yeah, level 5 wouldn't be so bad. But usually after I pick up Celine, I usually head over to the Mountain Palace area where Zine resides and start to grind up over there before I go to Mars because, you know, Mars sucks as Rena.
Careful. Ha. Ha.
I legit just walked on that dude's head. It's so beautiful.
Ha. Ha. Weaker than I thought. Yes.
See, Mars wouldn't be so bad if it warned you that you're not going to really be able to go back. So if you go in unprepared, you're going in for a rude awakening.
Are you ready?
Alright, let's use press just so we can show it off. So this will be our first, like, damage power.
Press.
I love it. It's so basic, but it's so fantastic.
Ha. Hey. Hey. It's over.
And anything up here? Yep, there we go. Hey look, we made it to level 5. I think we can proceed. We've had 8 battles. So I do like that it keeps track of that. It shows you how many battles you've done, and then shows you your playtime, things like that. When you get really far into the game, there's a lady you can talk to who'll tell you like how many times you saved the game and stuff, and you can be like, oh, that's shameful. So this guy that captured us, he made an altar right here. Like, he's creepy. He's doing like a forced marriage thing. And now we're tied up to it. Like, I'm all about the kinky stuff, but this is a little too much. I don't know. Maybe he was like this all along and the possession just kind of helped him have the courage to do it all. Exactly. It brought out the inner freak. It brought out his beast. Like, legit, right? So for those of you who are actually into anime, this game has its own anime based off of it. Unfortunately, it didn't finish the entire series, but it does have, I believe,
Bad.
26
Here's
episodes.
the enemy.
Looks strong.
Alright.
Ta! Ta!
Yeah, we'll just use press on him, even though we really don't need to. I just want to see it again.
Ta!
Press.
Ha! Uh-oh! Ha! Ha!
Ha!
There we go. He's dead. Boss down.
It's
Looks
over.
like we won. Hey!
GG. Thank you for the GG. Exactly, Charlie. That's what I really like about this game, and that's why I always say it was kind of ahead of its time. It didn't really take off here very well in the US, but it's very popular over in Japan. Because at this time, this is when we were getting a lot of our turn-based games for, like Final Fantasy. This is 1998 this game came out. And it gave you full control to run around, and you eventually learn skills to where you can, like, jump behind the characters and things like that automatically. So it becomes really in-depth. I wish a lot more games had this kind of history to it, but a lot of them don't. It was either turn-based or really basic. Yes, it did. They really played off of it really nicely later down the road. Chadley, we've got to get you a PS1 so that you can play this game. I think you would really enjoy it if you like RPGs at all. So basically what happened with this guy, so he's, as Dan was kind of mentioning, he's not really as scary as we think he is or creepy. He was possessed by a stone, and the stone is what they believe is causing issues on this planet. So that's kind of our first interaction with this whole major story plot line. Breath of Fire 3, I've never even heard of that. Is it for the PlayStation 1, Dan? Am I being shamed for not knowing? I think I'm about to get schooled in this. Okay, lay it on me, guys. What is this game, and do I need to go pick it up? I'm Breath of Fire shaming you. Hello, Clayflower. Okay, you said dragon human hybrid. Like that's me. I'm a dragon, so I am all in. I've got to find this game now. Well, I'm a unicorn, but my Chinese zodiac says otherwise. It's a good series. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to check this one out. But question, it's not turn-based, right? It's so hard for me to get into turn-based games. Okay. I'll look into it. If it's not like ridiculously expensive, I'll pick it up. And then I'll try it. I could maybe do like a first time thing on here. And then you guys can tell me how terrible I am at turn-based games. So basically, right here, the mayor has asked Claude, our little golden hair friend, to go and investigate what's called the sorcery globe. The sorcery globe is that rock we were just talking about. And Rena's like, well, I want to go too. And they're like, girl, please. But yeah, she wants to go. Because as she mentioned, she's the only one on this planet with healing powers. So she's like, I'm useful. Let me go. You can't fight with that. If you're the only one with healing powers, you should be able to go. So I've been trying to decide, this table they're sitting at, is it a table or is it a piano? Like, the shape of it looks like a piano, but it looks like a table. They do, Ryan. They explain that. I believe that comes out in the second disc. Where's Kelly? Kelly's the maid. Didn't you notice? I don't even know how to say it. A tabliano. It sounds like a really failed attempt at Spanish. Tabliano. Or Italian. Way to be a presumptuous mother. She's like, you had dinner over there, right? I don't remember seeing a lick of food on that table. I also love how we just have a random, like, rowboat in our house. If your hair color match, you must be my mother, right? Oh, totally. It's in my bedroom. I sleep in a rowboat, didn't you know? In case there's a flood, I'm ready. I can sail away. You know, okay, this is a weird thought, but I've always wondered this. I'm like, if you live in a flood zone, why don't you own a rowboat? Just something. Like, if you know that you're gonna flood, you should be ready to get out of there, right? Like, this should be a normal thing. Well, I need you to just start owning rowboats. Like, this is a thing. Then you'll be safe, okay? Just strap it to the roof of your car. See? Dan's investing in one, so can you, Corey. Like, in the event that the Earth floods again, I mean, the people who are smart enough to buy rowboats are going to be the ones that survive. For the record, I won't be one of those people. I'm going to swim and hope for the best. Dan's gonna go pick you up. Got you covered. Oh no, you're totally fine, Clay. I'm happy that you're here. Honestly, this is like my first stream, so having you guys just supporting, even if it's lurking, is freaking awesome. So, good morning. You're totally fine. You can lurk as much as you need and want. Come sail. I don't know that song. Who sings it? The only one I know is that Sail Away from Enya. It's like I don't even think she's singing English words like most of the time. Oh my blob. I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I? Is it like a... Come say that. Is it like a folklore song? Or is it like an actual like play on the radio song? Do we sing this around a campfire? It's an 80s I feel like I should know this, and I listen to a lot of 80s and 90s radio. It's probably gonna be one of the songs where as soon as I turn it on, I'm like, oh, that song. – 100% morning. Hey, you know what? My sister's the same way. She gets up at between like 11 and 3, and that's her morning as well, so... I'm an early bird. I'm usually up at like 5 in the morning. Yay, we have officially hit the overworld. Okay, so this is one of my favorite functions of this game. We'll kind of show it off. So when you're standing next to a town, there's this big button up there that says private action. If we hit it, our characters disperse throughout the town and we can interact with each other. These interactions will sometimes give you items, they will give you ways to get characters at points. They also help with those relationships that I mentioned about earlier, where they will kind of become affectionate towards each other or even not like each other. So our mission right now is to go figure out where the heck Claude is standing. And sometimes you will have private actions with NPC characters as well, so not necessarily your party members. And those can have interesting storylines and sometimes expand into multiple private actions. Seriously, where is he standing? Oh, I think I remember now. Okay, you're here! Hey, buddy! Claude, where the heck are you? Oh, he's back here. He's hiding. So he's having an existential crisis over here because he's from Earth. We're on a planet called Expel right now, and he can't communicate with the spaceship that he came from, so he's kind of upset. because he doesn't know how to get back in touch and where he's at. If I can have a good relationship with Brian, I'm all good. So Rena's simple, so like we can see here, Mr. Claude, that story is too difficult to understand. So she doesn't understand space exploration at all. Like, this is an underdeveloped planet, so space exploration and all that means nothing to her. So when he's talking about his other planets and spaceships, she's like, the hell are you talking about, dude? I feel like this game should be remade in today's like chat speak. I think the intro would go a lot faster and it'd be really interesting. So how are you, Kevin? Are things going well for you? I saw that you just beat the lost levels. Those are hard. I'm impressed. Good job on that. Let's go kill something.
The enemy.
Are you ready?
It is Clayflower. It's my very first live stream. I was so nervous. But this has actually been a lot of fun.
Looks like we won.
New planet, who dis? Pop the stream cherry, yes. Oh no! Tell those allergies to get out. They're not allowed to be around you, okay? Oh my gosh, I legit thought the game just froze. I just ran into this stupid kid. That's all. It is. That kid is like super OP. So we're just gonna run through. Holy, the game just got dark. I don't even know if you guys can see that. You know, I totally agree, Dan. Like, I was expecting like 0 to 2 at most. Like, having 8 people sitting here chilling like this whole time, you guys are amazing.
Looks like we won.
Alright, let's just head in because it's super dark and like super not able to be seen. So we're gonna go to the inn and stay the night. Because where we're at right now is called Cross Castle. We're in the castle town. We're trying to go have a meeting with the king so that we can get permission to go on that expedition that Rena almost didn't get to go on. That's okay. Like, as I said, I didn't expect a lot of people to be here or anything. The fact that you stopped in, just even for a minute, means the world to me right now, Kevin. So, thank you so much. And yeah, I think there will definitely be more live streams. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Like I said, you know, the whole point of this is so I can hang out with you guys while I play some of my favorite games, and that's what we're doing, and it's been pretty chill. It's making this game even better than normal. And I'm learning about songs that I didn't know I knew. So the innkeeper here is your aunt. And she's like, "Oh, are you staying here with your boyfriend?" And you're like, no. He is absolutely not my boyfriend." He's like, "Really? Absolutely not? Wow, girl." Wow, Ryan, rude. It's okay, Corey. I appreciate you above all else. No, you guys have equal love from me. You're like, it's like, the whole children thing. I don't have favorites. You're all my favorite. So Clayflower, that reminds me, have you guys seen the trailer for the movie coming out called Yesterday? It looks so good. It's like Beatles based, but it's like this guy, he is like warped into like some other reality or something, I don't know, where he started singing like a Beatles song and this person's like, "Wow, did you write that?" And he's like, "No, the Beatles did." And no matter where he looks, like the existence of the Beatles do not exist. And so he starts rewriting, I guess you could say, their songs and stuff. It looks really interesting and really funny. I think it's supposed to come out either June or July, so I will definitely be seeing that one. I love the Beatles. Yeah, definitely check it out, Clayflower. If you like the Beatles, again, the movie was called Yesterday, like the song. And then the aunt here just alluded. She's like, "Hey, did you guys basically have sex?" And you're like, "No, that's not what happened." So this is a beautiful castle town with the umbrellas and everything like that. And there's a bar. There's like a bar in every town. There's really no purpose for them other than the fact that there's a bar. Like, there's nothing. Okay, so we'll pick up skills and stuff later down the road. There's certain ones I like better first. So this game has a really nice system right here where when you're looking at it in the top left, it'll show up. That means it's better than what you currently have equipped. And then if it's showing down or like this, then it means it's worse than what you have, so it's not worth buying. So I like that they make that really in the front for you so that you can know what's worth purchasing and what isn't. So let's get him a sword. And let's get them helmets and mail and... Actually, this one. Okay. He's gonna be OP. And we're gonna turn off his wizard. That looks good. Because, why can't we just hold iron and gold like it's nothing? And then for him, we need to equip Air Slash, so this will be his special move. Yes, this is a PS1 game, so there are 2 discs for this one. And I am playing off of an actual PlayStation with both actual discs, so I'm excited to be doing that. I was able to find a PlayStation for 25 bucks, so you better believe I picked it up for this. Well, hello, Math. Right? PS1 is where it's at. Like, it's an awesome console. Oh, for tax payments. This is not where I need to be. I don't know why they did this. They're like, hey, talk to the one on the left. You talk to the one on the right, he wants taxes, but you can't do anything with that. How are you, Math? How are things for you? This holy sounding place for tax crap. Absolutely. You know, you're right. It is kind of a holy sounding place for being a castle. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Hope you're having a great weekend. I personally have a 3-day weekend and I am super hype about that. You know, I just realized that there was equipment in here that we just bought. I totally forgot to come loot the place first. Not a big deal, though. Oops. I missed the stairs. I have not had any tequila quite yet. I'll talk to you. Yeah, it's brand new. Didn't you know, Corey? So, I actually like to compare this game to Octopath. I feel it has a lot of similarities. My sister, who's an avid game player of this as well as Octopath, agrees. So, if you guys liked Octopath, I would definitely recommend playing this game if you want an old school classic. Ninja, hello! How are you? Yay, they gave us... So, I feel bad. I'm in here, like... I just took 500 full out of the prince's room. Like, you know, he doesn't need that money, right? I'm just gonna take it out of his chest. No big deal. I'll go pay the taxes downstairs with it. How about that? Yay, it is time for our audience. We shall meet the king. I mean, it's not wrong, right? I'm just helping myself out. Now, I wonder though, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of traveling for these towns, and do they all have to come here like monthly and pay their taxes when they live on like towns the whole countryside away? Like, do they have to make that travel? Or do people come around like they do in Robin Hood and pick up the taxes for them? Like, I want to know this. I would think, like, I can't imagine the people of Arlia, where we first started, making this, like, travel to go pay their taxes and go back home to their little countryside with their sailboats in the homes. So what we're learning about right now is there's a continent here called L. And they've been sending people over to L to go investigate the third option here, the Sorcery Globe. And the people who have gone to L have not returned. So it's been a really dangerous travel for them. And we're like, hey, we're just two random strangers. Let's go. We can handle this. You know, the logics of RPGs, right? Okay, so true story. First time I ever played this game, you guys see that little thing on the bottom right? That like purpley white character? I was like super excited. I was like, oh, the king brought me a cake. Like, I legit thought this was a cake. No, this is another character in the game. I am from Oregon. Oregon, USA. I'm a West Coast girl. You know, I wish it was that easy to get passports. Take this passport and travel money. Like, he's like, hey, you want to go on vacation? Here you go. I got you your passport, got you some travel money. Go have a good time. Why can't life be that simple? Give me 600 bucks. Let's continue on. Oh my gosh, are we getting a raid seriously? Like on the first stream? Oh my god, you guys. Wow, Zero. Oh my god, you are amazing, sir. Hello, Reed. Hello, Brandy, and hello, Zero. Oh my gosh, you are incredible. Thank you so much. So, welcome, you guys. This is my very, very first live stream. We're playing through one of my very ultimate favorite games, Star Ocean: The Second Story. And we're just hanging out, chatting about it, just kind of playing through, just having a good time. So, how are you, Zero? What were you playing? How are things? Did you have a good stream yourself? And then if someone can please grab the link for Zero and link back to him, I want to make sure that anybody who's here who is not subbed to him gives this man a sub. That was incredibly kind of him to do. Hello, Mushi. How are you, my love? Uncharted 3. You know, the Uncharted series is actually a pretty great game. That's awesome. I hope you guys had a lot of fun over there playing that. So yes, you guys, please do me the favor, click on that link that Ryan just put and give that person a sub. He is a really great person, a really great friend, a really great streamer. I want to make sure that we show him the love that he just showed us. So here is that cake that I just mentioned that I thought was a cake, but it's actually a person. Turns out she's a wizard, and she's getting into it with this guy over here over a little piece of paper. That's so true, Zero. Like, I remember I played it Uncharted 4, and those enemies were brutal sometimes. Like, they don't let up. And it's nice to see you too, Mushi. I hope you're having a good weekend. Oh, it was definitely a surprise, Zero. I was not expecting that at all. You are the true MVP today. Thank you so much. You know, I agree with you, Matt. Like, I love new games. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I have a ridiculous amount of Switch games and stuff because I do love to play games. I love the newer ones that come out. The technology's come a long way. But there's just something so pure about the classics that you just can't really shake. You know, if you grew up with these, you gotta go back to them every once in a while. No place for me in this scenario. Poor Claude. Feels a little left out between the two conversations, or between the conversations with the two girls, I should say. So this girl was spying on us with our audience with the king, and then she wants to use us for her own agenda now. So what she was fighting with that wizard dude a moment ago with was a map to some treasure. And so she wants us to go on a kind of a treasure hunt with her. And you know what, we're going to. Good heavens. I know, I kept it pretty under wraps. I just kind of wanted to jump in and start and not draw too much attention to it. And so the fact that you noticed was pretty amazing. Oh, that's okay, Math. Brazil, that's really cool. Maybe someday I will travel to places like Brazil and places of that sort, but never have. I don't travel much. I need to. Wow, guys, are we seriously almost at 20 likes? That is amazing. Holy. Oh, that's awesome. It's always great when people love like where they live. So if you love your country, I feel like you're going to be a lot happier. So that's really cool. I'm glad that you do love it there. I think I will eventually visit there. Like I want to tour a lot of like South America, places like that where I don't really have to travel far necessarily, like really like overseas and stuff. Because I love like the West. I love it over here, and I would love to go up and down it. Like I go to Victoria, Canada every once in a while. But I feel like there's a lot to experience if I was to go more south. Hey, Red Coin. And oh my god, you guys, with Red Coin coming in, we have hit 20 likes. You guys! Like, oh my god, you guys. You are all freaking amazing. Whoops! So much that I just dropped my controller. Let's go like this. And send. We will figure out something fun to do to celebrate likes and stuff like that down the road. So if you guys have ideas that you want to see or want to hear, things like that, please let me know. I want this to be something that we kind of all work on together. Like if you guys want to see certain things in the chat or certain things on the screen, I want to start working towards that and making it someplace that you guys feel like it's almost like a little mini home for you guys. Oh, well, thank you, Zero. All right, so now we have our little mage, Celine, and she's a beast. I won't lie. She has some pretty incredible skills. 20 like dance party. I think we're gonna film you doing a dance and putting it on here, right? Isn't that how that works, Red Coin? Celine Dion.
Are you ready? I have no choice.
Could you imagine? You know, so we can change their names. Let's change some names, you guys. What should we name these characters?
It's
Looks
over.
like we won.
Are we changing to Celine Dion? Let me see. I think it's under status. I know there's a way, but I don't remember how. Dion. Let's see. I think it is in the status one. Let me go back in there. Oops. I went too far. Let's see. Is it this button? I know there's a button for it, I just can't find it. We'll come back to that. Oh well. We will change names though. I guarantee it. For her Steffi dance party. You think I can dance? Boy, you haven't seen my fail moves. So, truth is though, I did actually used to dance around like middle school age. I did a combination class. It was hip hop and jazz. Because for some reason those go together. And I would actually perform and do competitions. And I remember doing like parades and stuff. And then I got out of it. I loved it, but it was so exhausting on top of school and everything. I was like, no, I'm good. This isn't what I want to do with my life. Now, I probably can't dance to save my life. It's been so long.
The enemy.
I have no choice.
Did you guys ever do like dance or any other like sports or anything that you guys were like super into when you were kids? Let's actually save it. And I'm going to save it again so that I don't have to repeat this ever again in the future. Baseball and Taekwondo. Okay, I got a story for you guys. For those who are here for my very first live stream, you guys get to hear an embarrassing story.
Better be careful.
So, I was in 3rd grade, and I was in karate classes. That's what I took. And you know those like belts you have to tie around what they call the gi? They were really difficult for me to understand how to tie properly because they wanted it a specific way.
Hey.
And there was this kid in my actual school class that came to the karate class one day. He was going to start enrolling there, and I had a huge crush on this kid, right? And of course, this happens to be the day where something embarrassing happens. So we're practicing like our high kicks and stuff like that. And again, I couldn't figure out how to tie these belts. I had to use the bathroom like really bad. And I chose not to excuse myself. I was like, I'll just get through the class, no big deal. And nope. Did a high kick in the back of the room, and all of a sudden you hear this dripping. Because we're on hardwood floors. I ended up wetting myself in a high kick in front of my crush. And I was so embarrassed. And yeah, I didn't go to school the next day. He was actually really cool about it. He didn't tell anybody, but I was so embarrassed about this. Like, hardwood floors, and you're wearing this pure white suit. There was no avoiding it. There was no mistaking that what just happened. And I think I went back to the class maybe like twice, and I was like, nope, I can't do it. I was shamed forever.
I have no choice.
You better believe I have learned how to tie knots and stuff ever since, because I never want a repeat of that.
Unexpectedly weak.
Yes, as we do more live streams, I'm sure a lot of my embarrassing stories will come out, and you'll learn all about me.
Heads up.
But yeah, I mean, as far as sports, I did a little bit of soccer, did the dance, did karate. That was pretty much about it. Like in high school, I didn't really get into sports. I was a choir kid. So I did a lot of traveling with my choir and stuff that took up a lot of time. So I never got into other things. This is true. This is very true. We all do embarrassing things, and those who do not are just boring people, right? Or liars.
The enemy.
Better be careful.
Air slash.
Hey. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Jump.
Hey.
Jump.
Hey.
Ha.
No, I agree, Math. I feel like this game was really good graphically for being a game that came out in 1998. This had some really good solid pixel work. It wasn't like you can actually tell like her hair is wisping and stuff, and you can see her little pendant in her hair. They did a great job of putting details into these characters and the environments compared to a lot of other games at the same time that were still really basic pixels. And then you actually have cutscenes here that are like, full on making worth of the PS1.
Heads up.
Things will work out. Air slap! Air
Thunderball!
slap!
Hey!
Air slap!
Yeah! Thunderball! Ha! Ha! Hey! Hey!
Claude's wasting all his MP.
Quicker than I thought.
I shouldn't have given him air slash. Oh, sweet, sweet syrup. I definitely recommend if you can find one to pick one up again. I forgot how much fun these consoles were. And how quiet they are. Like, my PS4 is always so loud, it's like breathing heavy, and I can't even hear my PS1. It's so silent.
Thunderball! Hey! Ha! Windblade! Ha! Yeah!
Looks like we won.
What, you don't like to just hear random thunderbolt in the middle of conversation? Croc. Okay, that sounds like really familiar. Was that for the PlayStation 1? I feel like I might have played the first one when I was a kid. I have not touched it since.
Careful! When did you... Ha! Thunderball! Ha!
Die, die, die.
We have a full score with this.
Whee! I like the glowing green in this area. It's kind of eerie. Now, I don't know what is up with this sign. Like, I'll show you guys when we get out of this battle.
Looks like I
But
must
there's a
fight.
sign here that I swear says Koso. To this day, I have not figured out what it's in reference to, what it's for, anything like that.
Looks like we
The
won.
lair of a Disney villain.
I did
It does. It reminds me of like Scar's lair. So that sign on the right, like this just random sign that says Koso or something. I play as a crocodile with a backpack. Save fairy creatures named Gobos, collect gems, and defeat Baron Dante. Okay. That actually sounds like a fun game. I would play that. So I need to play the crocodile game and a dragon game.
When did they... What?
Ha!
Ray!
Nope, this is not emulation. This is the actual game.
Ha! Ha!
Weaker than I thought.
Unexpectedly weak.
Basically, the difference would be if you're playing on the actual console and the actual physical disc, or the other, like something that's just generated from a file. That's the best I can explain it right now off the top of my head. All right. And some beautiful rock flowers or something. Not sure what those are supposed to be.
Careful! When did you...
Ha!
Ray!
So that's the newest skill that Celine learned. Pretty freaking awesome.
Ha! Ha!
Nice, Math. What games do you have for the PS1?
Hey!
Hey, if it has good music, you better believe I'm gonna check it out. I'm all about the music. It kind of does, but when you see some of her other skills, you're like, okay, I could see. So some of the items that we're picking up in chests are really interesting. So like we got one just now that's called Magic Canvas. Later down the road, we're going to be able to, from our inventory, just make items. With the Magic Canvases, we can make pictures and stuff like that. So like where we got Portrait B Arena before, we can make those too. But it's all random. You know what's funny about that, Redcoin? So you're not the first person to tell me that. I actually work in customer service, like over the phones and stuff. And this is not how I talk for that. Like I have a very specific voice. Oh, hello, goddess. It is. It's very underrated. It's my absolute favorite. But anyway, so I actually had a few customers now tell me that they would like to hear me do audiobooks, or I even had one who works at a library say that I need to come in and do like readings at the library for their audiobooks. Like, you know, it would be fun. It really would. But I've never actually looked into it to make it a real thing.
Looks like we won.
Exactly, Zero. You know what's up. Book readings. I'm going to read you all bedtime stories. That'll be my next thing.
Are you ready?
Things will work out. I think.
You know, I actually didn't end up buying the Spyro remakes. Like, for some reason, I never got super into Spyro. I don't know what it was about it originally, but it didn't hold my interest, so I was afraid to get the remakes. Now, are any of you, like, not fans of the original and like the remake? Because I would be interested to try it if someone had that kind of experience with it. Oh, for Redcoin, I would read you erotica. Like, I know regular bedtime story is not going to work for you. Me too. Crash is awesome. I love the Crash Bandicoot series. I actually did pick up the Crash Bandicoot for the Switch. I need to play some more of that. Yes, please. Just send me a story that you want to hear, and I'll read it for you. A huge rock of evil. Just because it's glowing green doesn't make it evil, unless it's a Disney game. Oops, sorry about that. I had a call. All right, continuing forward. Redcoin has erotic fetish. That's probably true, but so do a lot of us. We're all kind of that way, right? We all have our secrets. All right, let's get this glowy green thing away. Live and let live. Truer words have never been said. Yes, everyone has a kink. Red Coins is hearing erotica through the voice of a unicorn. You guys are too good. Alright, let's save this and prepare for battle. We have 2 blackberries. You know what? We're gonna give it to her. She needs them. Oops. There we go. You know, I never played Life is Strange. I was just watching a review on it recently, and people were talking about how really good it is, and how, like, how it goes, like, from, like, really funny to kind of really sad. I think that sounds like a really interesting game. Did you like it, Matt?
Weaker than I thought.
Covered in frosting. Did any of you guys watch the rom-com How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Like, Covered in Frosting reminds me of that movie when there's like, women of New York, frost yourselves. I can see Red Coin saying that now because of that. Oh really? Got sick at the end. Okay, interesting. I might have to check that out. It sounds like it has a lot of emotions that it evokes.
Looks like we won. My strength!
Oh, the Spider-Man DLC? I didn't play the Spider-Man game, but I did watch a few live streams of it, and people were having a great time with it. It looks like it was really well made. GG, we got what we were looking for, but we're gonna keep opening chests and regret it. Okay, I think this is the bad chest, but we're gonna open it up anyway. Yep. Look at those little goblin butts. Aren't they cute? They're so cheeky. It takes place in Oregon? For real? That's awesome.
I won't lose.
Stay focused.
Alright, let's use press. Where is it? There we go.
Press.
Let's drop a ton of weight on them. Those gloves. But legit though, like, those things have got booty. They're putting my booty to shame. Oh shoot! Run away, run away! And let's heal. Okay, we got one down. Time for the other little goblin. Got it.
Unexpectedly weak.
Yes,
My strength!
I deserve this.
Take care, Zero. Thank you again for the raid. Much, much love to you for that. I hope you have a great day. Alright, we got it all. Let's get out of the cave.
The enemy.
Better be careful.
Yeah. 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 We have a full score with this.
Actually, you know what? This actually works out pretty good. Why don't we save it? It's almost been 2 hours. Why don't we give somebody else a raid? Let's give somebody some love and call it for the day. Let's see, we played for an hour and 45 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is a good stopping point. All right, let's take a look and see who's on. Are you guys down to do a first raid with me? Let's see what magical people are on. So, who needs some love? So, what do you guys think about stopping by K-Fresh? He came in and gave some love to us. Why don't we go give him a raid? Oh, thank you, Zero. What do you guys think? What should we make it? Should we do just something simple like hashtag unicorn raid? Let's do that. Steffi raid? Okay. How about this, you guys? Let's do Steffi raid, and then we'll put in a unicorn like that. So for those of you who are okay with using emojis, let's do it that way. And let's go drop him some love. So this is our wonderful raid target, you guys. Let's go give him some love. He's playing some Mario 64. Yay! Thank you guys! Oh, you guys are amazing. Alright, you guys. Thank you again so much for everything. Zero, thank you so much for being my very first raid. You are incredible. You're my true MVP. I look forward to seeing you guys in future raids, future streams. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. Much love, everybody.